Joining us next on the show is Luvleen Sidhu. She's the co-founder and president of BankMobile, next generation digital banking platform designed to make your financial life easier. What's up?
All right. We're all about the money.
So am I. Make it rain.
So tell us about BankMobile.
Yeah, so we started back in Jan 2015, and it was really about understanding that, hey, this industry has not changed in 100 years. It's frustrating, and how can we make the experience better for consumers? And two, how can we make this business model more profitable? Because let's face it, having thousands of branches that no one walks into is not very profitable.
No.
So that's how we got started. And so today we're really focused on how can we make the consumer experience as seamless, as delightful, and help people reach their financial goals.
So what does that involve? Saving, checking, what do you offer?
So today we're offering a checking account, a savings account with a rate that's higher, guaranteed, than the top 4 banks. It's amazing. They pay you 0.01% on average, which is nothing.
Online banks tend to have a much better rate.
Yeah, so we're around 1%. And to be able to offer them also credit. A lot of our individuals that bank with us have thin credit file individuals where they struggle to get credit, yet they need that credit to really move up to the next step, whether it's career, whether it's school, etc. So being able to provide them with personal loans and soon with credit cards and mortgages is the next phase where we're going.
Oh, you guys are doing credit cards and mortgages as well.
Yes, we're launching that in May, so it's exciting for us.
Oh, wow.
What's the feedback that you're getting from people? And are there any, I know you have new products rolling out, but is there anything in the next 2 years that you guys plan to do?
Yeah, so I think the feedback is that, hey, people are, they're tired of being feed to death. And if you look at the actual facts, Americans are being charged $33 billion a year in just overdraft fees. And that's more than what Americans are spending on buying vegetables. So I think that there's
overdraft
this anger.
Fees are bigger than vegetables.
Yeah.
There's your factoid of the day.
I know. So I think it's invoking this sort of anger and frustration where people are feeling, hey, we actually want to trust our bank. We want a transparent relationship. We want you to help us and believe that you're going to help us achieve our goals. And so the feedback that we're getting is that we're on the right track for that we actually have a transparent, authentic relationship, a trusting relationship with our customers. We're not feeing them to death, and we're giving them the product and the education that's really helping them achieve their goals.
Okay, so if they need cash, where do they go?
Oh, so cash, they got to earn the cash.
No. I'm saying you have cash in your bank account.
No, I got it. So you can deposit that. That's the hardest part for a digital bank, to be completely honest. So what they do is they have to go and get a money order, and then they have to take a remote check deposit, sort of a picture of that money order to deposit the cash. But 40% of Americans actually get paid with check, and that's an easy snap a picture of the check, no steps involved.
Wait, there's that many people still getting checks?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I do direct deposit for everything.
I know.
I have like 3 checks. I don't even order checks anymore. I have 3 of them at home.
No, I was at the bank this weekend because I had to go on Saturday to add my fiance, which is a rigmarole to add someone to a bank account.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You don't need checks, right? No one uses checks." I was like, "Okay, I guess not."
Guess it's not the cool thing to do. Good.
I can't remember the last time I wrote a check.
Yeah.
Can you, Monica?
No, I don't write them. I do everything digitally. So you said 40% of Americans are still getting paper checks.
Yeah, still getting paper checks.
So what do you think is the driver of that? So in the digital age, why do you think so many people still get paper checks? And do you guys have any plans for targeting, I guess, that segment?
Yeah, so I think it's the nature of the work. So we're living more in a gig economy where people are freelancing and they're looking for jobs and they're doing multiple jobs. And a lot of those, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's doing a consulting project for someone, a lot of those payments are still made in cash, in check, and that's why they're being paid in this way. It's changing. I mean, even our consumers, their average age is 29. So they're millennials, they're younger demographic, and a lot of them tell us that they actually prefer cash because cash is tangible and they're able to do money management and budgeting by feeling the cash going in and out of their wallet. So I know that we live in New York City, And we live in much more of a cashless environment, much more digital savvy in a lot of ways, but we can't forget about, the 60, 70% of Americans that don't live in these urban societies. And the way that they're living today is slightly different. And it's more of a check-based economy and more of a cash-based economy still.
So how does someone, okay, so you deposit with a money order. So let's just say I need $20. What do I do if I'm a customer?
Yeah, so if you have $20 and if it's a check, you just snap a picture. If it's cash, you have to get the money order.
And how do I pull it out?
How do you pull it out? From an ATM. So we, as long as you use if you direct deposit your paycheck with us, every ATM in the country is free. We reimburse you. That's 400,000.
Oh, okay, that makes things a lot easier. Okay, yeah.
Free ATM.
Free ATMs. And
that is great information.
No, definitely, because it's amazing how $2.50, $3 every time you withdraw money adds up, right? And we don't always acknowledge that, but we help people save a lot of money by making free ATMs.
So let's talk about your entrepreneurial journey. Where did you come from and where are you going? Because how'd you get the idea? What's your professional background, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, so I actually graduated in 2008 from Harvard, and I joined Lehman Brothers, and my first day on the job was the Lehman bankruptcy.
That's a great story.
So that was an interesting
At least you didn't cause the crisis.
You never know. And it was actually an interesting start for me because it showed me in my first job of my life.
On your first day, they went.
My first day on the job. We had 6 weeks of training. The first day on the job was the Lehman bankruptcy.
That is hazy.
So you walked into chaos.
We walked into chaos. People were walking out with boxes, and I called HR and I was like, "Should I come in?" And they were like, "Yes, business as usual." So I walked in while everyone was walking out with boxes. But, in terms of the learning experience there, it was really an opportunity for me to see firsthand at a young age the fragility of the American financial system and how many lives were affected by that bankruptcy and the ripple effects of what was going on then. And that was a huge motivation for me in sort of the principles behind BankMobile. How do we empower Americans? How do we help them have solid financial footing and reach their goals? Because I've seen what can happen during that time and growing up in my early career there. So I'm so glad that we have 1.8 million customers today.
Wow.
Being able to touch the lives and help so many people, help them reach their financial goals is truly a blessing, and it's been a lot of fun.
That's a great story about Lehman.
Yeah. Are you partnering with any traditional banks?
We're not partnering with any traditional banks, but we're partnering with fintech companies.
Okay.
So they're great at finding a great user experience and being able to simplify products and the process of getting these products. So not feeling that we have to reinvent the wheel for everything, but finding the best in breed partners out there. So for example, we're partnering with Upstart, and they help provide personal loans to customers with a very seamless process in under 2 minutes. And so they're one of our key partners in being able to provide personal loans.
Wow.
Very nice.
Well, Luvleen Sidhu, president and co-founder. Wow, that's impressive, of BankMobile. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Absolutely.